falling, 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 falling.
Ready, freak? I'm feeling it tonight.
Man, you always say that.
Okay, then. We're gonna see what you got since the last time we met up.
Well, I got a lot. I'm ready to show the world.
Can't wait. See you out there.
We have an interconference affair lined up for you today as the Golden State Warriors come in for this one. Cavaliers again playing host, continuing their homestand in this one. And, of course, Iman Shumpert. They're struggling without him.
Kevin, I thought he was really an important player for them, undervalued and not given the credit he deserved. That's not to say the trade was...
Don't you dare be sour! Two-time champs and feel the power! Beautiful morning, get it something I want in bed.
Yo, what is going on, everybody? It's your boy, Mr. DDG94 here with another NBA 2K MyCareer game plan. Today, we're taking on the Golden State Warriors, who have destroyed the 95-96 Bulls record. Yep, so they destroyed the Bulls record. Michael Jordan's historic run, the Bulls, Scottie Pippen and Michael Jordan's historic run back in 1995 and 1996 is now the second best single season record of all time, because the Warriors have destroyed that, just like they're going to destroy everything in the playoffs and ultimately win the championship again. So since I got that out the way, I don't have to talk about the Western Conference in this video. So we could talk about the Eastern Conference, cuz. We gonna talk about the Eastern Conference, and we gonna get right into it here now. We got Cavaliers taking on Detroit. We got the 6, we got the North, we got the 6 going up against Indiana.
Yep.
We got Miami taking on the Charlotte Hornets.
Yep.
And we have the Atlanta Hawks taking on the Boston Celtics.
Yep.
So, besides the Cavaliers, who do I see winning the Eastern Conference? Well, first, let me get my first round predictions before we go into that. Okay, so in the first round, Cavaliers, Pistons. I gotta take the Cavaliers. It's not gonna be easy though. I think the X factor in that whole series will be Reggie Jackson. I think he'll be the X factor in all of this. Him and Stanley Johnson. I think they both will be X factors when it comes to that series. But ultimately, I think the Pistons might win 1 or 2 games throughout that whole series, and the Cleveland Cavaliers will move on. So there's that. So I got Cleveland versus Detroit. Then we have Toronto versus, we'll do that one last because I got something to say about that team. The next one would be Miami versus Charlotte. I love Miami. Miami is my favorite team, man. I love Miami. I've adopted it since Dwayne Wade went there.
Yep.
So, I mean, the fact that Chris Bosh won't be able to return this season, sad. It's sad, you know.
Yep.
But even with the absence of Chris Bosh, I still think the Heat can actually go far because they're one of the few teams who I think can still beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in a 7-game series.
Yep.
So if I have that much faith in them, don't you think I'm going to go with them? So I have to take Miami over. I have to take Miami over Charlotte in this series, but the X factor in this whole series to me would be Jeremy Lin. By the way that he's been balling as of recently, I think Jeremy Lin will be the X factor in all this. I think Charlotte will come out with about 2 games, but ultimately I think Joe Johnson and Dwayne Wade, they'll be too much because those guys are experienced. They have enough playoff experience. You know, Wade has, you know, Wade is a 3-time champion. Joe Johnson, he's had some playoff experience throughout most of his career, so he's no scrub when it comes to the playoffs and big moments. So he's gonna definitely step it up. They're gonna need production off of him. Gordon Dragic, who I think will be the X factor for the Heat, and his playoff experience. So I think it's just really experience over, you know, just good talent. I think Kemba Walker will do some damage. I think Jeremy Lin is going to be the X factor. I think Al Jefferson, he's going to do work like he normally do, but ultimately I don't see the Hornets doing it. I think it'll be too much, and then you got Whiteside down there doing his thing. As long as Whiteside is playing defense and getting rebounds, I don't see them coming out of the series. So yeah, I got the Heat taking in 6 or 5. It depends on how the Hornets play. They play with effort, and it's going to be a 6-game series. But if they don't play with effort, it'll either be a sweep or a 5-game series. So there's that. Then we have the Atlanta Hawks and the Boston Celtics. Now, this series right here, it's kind of hard to say who would win, but this is just my own personal opinion. I think that the Boston, besides the Miami Heat, I think that the Boston Celtics are the second favorite team that can actually beat the Cleveland Cavaliers in the 7-game series. So if I had to choose, I would have to take this Boston Celtics over the Atlanta Hawks, only because I believe that the Boston Celtics could beat the Miami Heat in a 7-game series. I think the Boston Celtics can do it. I honestly have faith in them. They're a really good team. They're young. They're on the rise. They're hungry. They're poised for success. I can't deny these guys of that. So, yeah. That's the team that I think is going to come out of that series. I think it'll be it probably goes 6 or 7 games. It's got to go 6 or 7 games because both teams play kind of the same format. They move the ball a lot. They use their teammates. They don't really have a true star on their team to like really guide them forward. Even though I think Isaiah Thomas might be that guy for the Boston Celtics, but still, you know. It's still, you know, like they still play a team brand of basketball. They use their roster. They use the 12-man roster that they got pretty much. So there's that. So that's why I think that they'll come out on top with that one. Then we have the Toronto Raptors and the Indiana Pacers.
1:43 left in the fourth quarter of this one. Money.
I'm not gonna be able to do it.
Listen, man. Before y'all Toronto Raptor fag boys go in on me real quick, man, let me just state my opinion about the Toronto Raptors. They're a good regular season team. There's no doubt in that. They play really good during the regular season, but when it comes to the playoffs, they always get their ass handed to them. So because of this, I have no faith in the Toronto Raptors. They have to show me. So unless they show me that they're capable of winning if they can show me that they're capable of at least winning this series in any type of way, like if they put the effort in, if they really show that they're ready to go the distance, because this team should have been a second round team by now. Like, they've been in the playoffs 3 seasons now, and they've been getting knocked out in the first round by teams that they should have beat. So because of this, I've lost faith in this team, and I don't see this team actually winning this series. So if they want to prove that they're a postseason team and not a regular season team, then you need to do it in this series right here, bruh, because I can't take these guys seriously. So what has to change here is, I mean, if there's anything that has to change, it's just their effort. They don't show effort in the playoffs. That's all it is with the Toronto Raptors. They never show effort in the playoffs. That's the one thing that is not giving me the confidence in them right now. And Paul George, he's going to do his thing. So I'm not going. And Paul George has proven himself. So if I had to choose, I would have to take the Indiana Pacers in this series. I would probably say go 7 games. But if, like I said, if the Toronto Raptors don't put the effort in, it'll probably be a 5-game series. So if they put the effort in, it's going to go 7 games, and the Toronto Raptors could possibly come out of it. But if they don't put the effort in, then Paul George and the Indiana Pacers are going to run right through this team, no problem. So yeah, that's pretty much my thoughts and predictions on the first round. I don't really have to talk about the Western Conference because, like I said, who the fuck gonna beat the Warriors at this point? Who? I need to know. Who gonna beat the Warriors?
Yep.
That's what I'm trying to figure out. Who gonna beat the Warriors? I don't need to talk about who gonna win the series in the Western Conference. It's about who gonna win the series against the Warriors is the real question here.
Yep.
So until we figure that out, we gonna just say that the Western Conference is on. We're gonna just say that the Western Conference is just under the control of the Golden State Warriors.
Yep.
Because until somebody can beat the Golden State Warriors, I don't have no predictions of the Western Conference other than the Warriors winning it all.
Yep.
So yeah, that's pretty much about it. So yeah, man, that's pretty much gonna be about it. We take care of business here against the Golden State Warriors, and yeah, man, we will be live streaming tomorrow the All-Star game. This was actually the last game before All-Star weekend came up, so we're gonna be live streaming the All-Star game with Money Lamonte, this first All-Star weekend. So yeah, man, I'll see y'all on the live stream tomorrow. Tell me what y'all think about who y'all think gonna come out the first round in the comment section below. I'll get back to you. Till then, peace out.
Thank you, Kevin.